Welcome back to my channel Stars and Astrology with me. So today's video is about the Desi girl, our very own Desi girl. Guess who? Yes, you're right, Priyanka Chopra. Hi guys. Now let's talk about the first let's see the horoscope of Priyanka Chopra. If you see here the Priyanka Chopra horoscope, she is Taurus ascendant. In Taurus ascendant, her first house have moon, second house have Mercury and your Rahu and Venus. In your third house she have Sun, fifth house have Saturn and Mars, sixth have Jupiter, and Ketu is in her eighth house. So what's so special about this horoscope, and what dasha have she been through in that especially in last 10 to 15 20 years, that she have become so successful, from the small town girl to that successful actress in Bollywood. Now let's start about from the very ascendant. See, whenever you see the theater, you see the arts, you see the communication, we look at the third house. If you look at the third house for her, in her third house we can see there is planet Sun there. Sun. And see, remember, wherever Sun goes, that brightens up that house. That's wherever Sun sits. That because in our solar system, Sun is the only star, right? All the other planets, all the energy that reflects is from the Sun. So Sun is a king. Sun is basically a Raja of our solar system. We call her Raja of Graha Mandal. So all the energies come from Sun. And now Sun sitting in a third house. So third house also in a friendly sign. That's a friendly sign of your friendly sign Cancer. So in this one, so obviously the first thing the Sun did is brightens up the third house. Third house, your theater, your arts, your all the your communications we see from the third house. Now another combination you can see here, the third lord is exalted in ascendant. What's the third lord? Look, third lord is moon, and moon get exalted in Hindi we call it Uch ka planet, Uch ka graha. So third lord exalted in the ascendant. So obviously the third lord, as I said, theater, communication, so that's very important to see. Anybody from the film industry, if anybody from the arts, we have to see the third house first, and the third house lord is exalted, and the third house have Sun, which is brightens up the third house and and give in a friendly sign, so giving a very positive result. And third house have no affliction. Affliction means so from malefic effects of Rahu, Ketu, or any of your eighth lord, or any of your sometimes Saturn also. Either it is the eighth lord. So there is no malefic effect on the third house. The third house is very clear. Now this is the first thing. Second thing is, if you look at her second house have Mercury. Mercury, again, the planet of mimic, the planet of communication, very important planet, and sitting in the second house. What is second house? Second house is the house of speech, house of your family, house of your your wealth. All we see from the second house. And the second lord in the second house itself, superb. I mean, that's a very good combination. Apart from that, Venus is a planet. We all know Venus is a planet of romance. Venus is a planet of luxury. Venus is a planet of in Hindi we also call it the guru of Datte Guru. So that means your all pleasure, your enjoyment, your say perfumes, your leisures, your cars, your all kind of lavish life, all come from Venus. Venus is sitting in the friendly house, and Venus is sitting there with Mercury. That's a very good combination as well, because Venus is your ascendant lord, And ascendant Lord means you. You are sitting in the second house. It means your personality, you yourself come from within you, your soul. I mean you. You're sitting in the second house of speech. It means this kind of people, they are very good at speaking. Plus, as you can see, Priyanka Chopra is a very good singer. How can she be a so good singer as well? Most of the actresses, either they are actor or they are singer. But in this Priyanka Chopra, she is multi-talented. She is not even a very fine actress, as she have proved, the whole world. But she is a very great singer, which she have discovered, herself, and she got all this confidence, when she had, released her popular album in US. And now she knows that she always knew when she was a good singer, but in public, we all know when she had released her album. Now, if you see here, her ascendant Lord, Lagan Lord, is in the second house. Second house represents your speech, your Vani, or your and plus your Venus is a planet of as I said, arts, your all kind of luxury, all kind of pleasures, and that's sitting in your ascendant in the second house with the second Lord. Second Lord and ascendant Lord is a very strong Raj or Dhan yoga, very strong. When the ascendant Lord and the second Lord sits together, and what's make it even better is Rahu. Rahu, we all know Rahu is a malefic planet, but Rahu is a planet to amplify things. I mean, in this time, without Rahu, we are not going to get success, because Rahu is a planet which needs to be number one, which needs to be at the top. No matter what Rahu wants to show, all the people you can see who show themselves off, all comes from Rahu. Rahu is a planet to show off. Now Rahu is sitting with the second Lord and the ascendant Lord. That's in the second house, and amplifying both these planets' abilities, the qualities of these planets. And Rahu is a planet to, as I mentioned before, to explode, to amplify. It makes the things 10 times what the results you're going to get. It makes it 10 times to show the world that I am here. That's what Rahu is. Without Rahu, no politicians, no successful, even actresses, no. Because this is all to show off, all to prove to the public that I am number one. That's what Rahu did, in the second house. And guess what? She got the Rahu dasha, till 2010. I mean, she was undergoing Rahu 18-year periods from, back to in 19, I'd say, because it's till 2010, so it's 1992, is going to the Rahu dasha. So if you see her, her early life, Rahu is a planet of foreign. We also call it a foreign settlements, or the planet which takes you away from your place, from your place. That's Rahu. Rahu in the 12th house, Rahu in the second house. These are the combinations which takes you, will not let you stay in the place where you were born. So if you see her, the life of Priyanka Chopra, she was born in Jamshedpur, and then she have traveled to the many different cities within India. Her schooling, because her father was in military and her parents were, both in, doctors, and due to the military posting, she have been transferred in different places. So Priyanka have been, studied in different schools and moved to different cities all the time. And when her Rahu period started, that's around, around 12 years of age, 10 to 12 years of age. And that's the time, when she started, then she moved to US. She moved to US to get her, high school and your high school degree, or high school, high school qualification, high school education. And see, Rahu in the second house is the family. So Rahu is a malefic planet. Rahu did, a great success to her because of the amplification of all this, the qualities of the planets. But Rahu also takes you away from the family, and she let her settle in the foreign country, not settle. She went for the first two studies in the foreign, because the Rahu takes it from the native place. And now she got after a Rahu period, and within all the Rahu periods, you can say she was keep going to the Miss India, Miss World, and and for all these things, and she got a very good success during the Rahu period. Now after Rahu, it comes the your Jupiter. Now in Jupiter, now she is going from the Jupiter dasha from 2010, and once it started with Jupiter in the 6th house, and in Jupiter, when it started the Jupiter to 2000, Jupiter in Saturn in Jupiter is dasha, and antardasha is your, or you can say the sub period for Saturn, and Saturn is your Shani. Shani is the 9th lord and 10th lord. 9th lord represents the father, 10th lord represents the father. Both these houses, of course, they also represent the other things like your profession, your religions, and other things too. But father, we also see is from the 9th house mostly, and even from the 10th house as well. Now Saturn is sitting in your 5th house with Mangal, Mars, and that is creating the dosh, we call it Angarak dosh. Saturn and Mars and Shani or Mangal, they are enemies. They doesn't go very well with each other, so there is a planetary fight going on in there. Even with the degrees, they are, Saturn wins, but still there is a fight going on in that, between Saturn and Mars. That's called Angarak Yoga. So that's not a very fruitful yoga, and it's kind of considered negative. And you will see Saturn is a planet of delay. Saturn is a planet of obstructions. Saturn have very good things about it, but it teaches you a lesson. You have all success all year, with you, and now Saturn time comes, and Saturn going to give you the result, but with the biggest teaching of your life, and that's the time, in 2013, June 2013, and from in fact, Jupiter period started in 2010, and Saturn started in 2012. As soon as the Saturn period started, her father was, going through the period of cancer for that many months or maybe years, and in 2000 he passed away in June 2013. So if you see here, Saturn, the planet of your teaching, the planet of to teach the reality of life, to teach the truth of life, but yes, the planets of Saturn is teach you the real lesson of life, that life is not all about the success, not all about your money, life is not all about this, there's a truth behind it. So Saturn is a planet to teach you the truth of life, and in a different ways to the different people. Now in June 2013, her father passed away. That's a very sad moment for her. If you see her during the Saturn time from 2012 to 2014, she was in that state of, obviously, your father, you're the most important person of your life, and been through that rough period, depression, or that isolation or whatever, but she's a strong girl because her moon represents your mind, moon represents your your man, you yourself. So, and that's exalted in the ascendant. So she's a very strong girl. Emotionally she can come out finally, and get started again, and still success is still continue, and our journey still continues. Otherwise many people, they totally break with this kind of incident in their life, and they can't get up and then start their journey again. Priyanka Chopra, because the moon represents very important, the moon position is very important and exalted in ascendant, so her journey didn't stop. And now as soon as the Saturn gone, and the next period was Mercury from 2015. As soon as the Mercury, as I said, Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of arts, the planets, and the Mercury is your, in this case, is in your 2nd house, and it's in own house, the planet of speech. So in this one, as soon as the Mercury period started, again the success start touching her feet, and she got the first breakthrough from the Hollywood. That's very popular in America now. That's Quantico in 2015, and that's the very time when she started the Mercury period, Budh in Guru. That is Mercury sub period, or Mercury period antardasha in Jupiter main period. And as soon as she, not only this, after that in 2017, this year itself, still she's going through the same Mercury, and she got all the success, and she got the another famous TV serial, that's your Baywatch, and that's also among the getting hit in US. She got lots of prizes, and she got lots of medals of getting success in Quantico and Baywatch. And she's a very well popular name in US, and and after that, now it's next one, she's coming in Ketu in 2018, and that's your, it started in fact even from June even now. So Ketu in the 8th house. Ketu is the planet, like I said, Rahu is a planet to amplify, Ketu is a planet for detachment. So Ketu does not like to show off. Ketu does not like to, to show themselves to the public, to the world, that I am here. Now this is a time period for Priyanka for the next 1 year, where she will not be in that much in public. You will not see, I mean, you have seen her a lot in last, couple of years because of, Mercury doing this one. Now Ketu is the planet of detachment, Now she needs her time to think about herself, to need, to be in, isolated, to stay with herself, to within herself, just to you can say meditate, you can say peace, just to need some time to get back to to your connected to your soul through meditation or through any means. So that's a planet of Ketu. That's a Ketu. Ketu does that. Ketu does not like to show off. Ketu is a planet to detach, and many of these famous people who are extremely brilliant, and but you will not see them in the limelight, and they do not want to, because Ketu is very dominant in their horoscope. Ketu is a planet who have a knowledge, who have all this understanding, or even you see the spiritual, some of the spiritual people, some are very famous in the world, and you will see them in the limelight, but some are isolated, not to show them in the public. These are the one who are dominated by the Ketu. Ketu is a planet who have the very spiritual knowledge, very spiritual planet. The most spiritual planet considered is Ketu, Moksha Karka. So this is going through a time, the 1 year, then after 1 year she is again coming back to the Venus. So you will see after 1 year Priyanka back in form, and you will see the Priyanka getting success again from 2018. Started again, she will get some bigger projects. But through this 1 year you will see Priyanka much less than you have seen in the last 2 years. So that's it, guys. That was my analysis of Priyanka Chopra horoscope. And if you want to learn astrology, if you have any other questions, if you want to see your 2018 prediction for your sign, general predictions, you can click on my website there, and you can see your 2018 predictions. If you want to watch my YouTube channel, if you want to watch my more YouTube videos, please click above my YouTube, or also please click on my website. I have all my videos on my website, and you can go there and you can watch the videos. So that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching my video. I'll come back with another famous celebrities horoscope analysis. Thank you so much.